pretty long stretch of wooden bridge. We were here a week or so ago, and we were so far back in this swamp area, we didn't even see this bridge. But it didn't exactly state it on the map there was a bridge here. We just assumed it was a trail. But how long you say this park's been opened?
They opened October 2022.
Oh, so just a few months ago.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I said I was hoping to be able to. This is the first time I've been able to come in here for about 40 years. They had it all posted off. They wouldn't let you in here anymore.
Really?
So we used to find them in here big time. But I don't know. Now we got to find out. There's the road. There's the road right there. That's the intersection to a road.
So we want to go on this one. This this black trail just loops around like a U.
There's the road, and there's the other road that goes that way. That's that bottom road that went that way.
This trail, according to the map, this trail right here just loops around like a U and just meets right back up with this trail. So
where's the one that goes?
This one.
This one?
Yeah.
That's the one we want to follow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying that. We probably hunt all down alongside that.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's. All these different trees and stuff. You think there has to be a mushroom. I mean, even by accident, you think you stumble on one.
Right.
I mean, it's weird. This sandy soil down here, but see, now it's starting to get clay. See, now it's getting wet. See, that's all dried up back there.
Right.
This now it's getting wet in here. Now you should find mushrooms. You should be able to find. You should be able to go in here and find fucking mushrooms. It's crazy.
Nice little spot out here, though.
It's like I said. I'm glad they done it. A lot of wasted ground.
How many acres you figure this park is?
I forget what it is, like 600.
Oh, wow.
Something like that. Quite a bit. Like I said.
And what's the name of it? It's called a Ruble? Ruble Park?
Ruble something. Ruble Park, I don't know. Something like that. But this is where we used to find them. We're getting close to where we used to find all of them in this honeysuckle.
Now, did you say there used to be a mushroom factory down here?
Up on the corner back in the 30s, they had a building, and Pfizer was trying to grow morel mushrooms, and they did to a point, but not enough to continue doing it. So they just took everything and scattered it out. And years later, I mean, every year my dad used to come down there. We always find mushrooms everywhere.
How long ago was that? When did you guys come down here?
In the 80s.
In the 80s?
70s and 80s. Till about 85. And 85 is when they shut it off. Somewhere in there, 84, 85, they shut it off.
Someone bought it or something?
See, there's a mayflower. See, we're starting to get back up into the. Now we're getting into the areas where. See, on this thick honeysuckle, you should be able to find mushrooms.
Interesting looking tree.
I don't get it. Like, see, mayflowers are up. Look, see, we're in areas where we should start. I mean, we should be able to start. We'll go up here where we're supposed to. See, the mayflowers everywhere out here. There's the hill. There's the hill. There it is. Over here.
It goes for quite a ways, don't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It goes way down there. That's what I'm saying. If we go up this hill, we should be going up around by the road, right?
I believe so.
You see the fox just went across there.
Oh, I didn't see it.
You got it filmed, though.
Yeah.
It's filmed.
Yeah.
It just went right across the road, right there in the center of it.
I didn't see it.
Yep.
But I probably got on film, though.
You got it on film because you was holding your camera. So.
Yeah.
It's on film. You see that old ball right there?
Yeah.
That's ash. You know, there's no reason there shouldn't be a mushroom around there. You know, there should be mushrooms around there. should find mushrooms around here. This little ice log. Hell yeah. Should be mushrooms around here, man. There's no reason there shouldn't be mushrooms around this dead ash. Look, it broke off. There's where it broke off, right behind you. There's ash right there. There's the ash. See the bark falling off the trees?
Mm-hmm.
This is all ash. Look at this.
And they're all dead too.
Yeah, and that's mushrooms grow around ash and elm. Within 4 feet of the trunk, they say you'll find mushrooms. And that's what I'm saying. There's right here. Hell, it's all right here. Hell's the mushrooms are. Come on. Gotta be. This is crazy. It is. It's crazy. It's crazy. All that right in there, you should be able to find mushrooms around these dead ash. And I don't see shit. I don't even see toadstool, do you?
I don't know.
What the hell's the problem? Everybody else seems to be finding it. This is a big fucking year.
A few weeks ago when we were here, I guess it was last week, it didn't even smell damp, but it smells a little kind of damp when you get closer to the ground. But we've had some rain past few days and had some hot days, which has helped out, but we've also had a few cold days. So
What do you want to do? Yeah, but they should be able. There's enough cover out here. There should be. You want to go up the hill, or are we going this way?
Let's go up this way. I think it goes up the hill anyway.
I know. I'm looking at all these. I mean, all this wood. It all is good looking ground for mushrooms. Why isn't it? I mean, you should find at least a straggler sticking up off the edge of the road. I mean, even by accident, you should be able to find one. You know, it ain't like we ain't looking. See, right there. Them big, they say they grow all around them too. They find them around them too, and that's what I'm saying. All this in here is it's all ash and all dead ash and stuff. It's like, are you kidding me? It's gotta be mushrooms. Gotta be. I don't get it. It's really starting to aggravate me.
We've only been here a few minutes.
I know, but it's still though, all this timber and what? Oh, okay. I said dang it. Maybe I must have dang it. There's gotta be. I'm gonna have to cruise up into the next trail we find. I smell squirrel.
You smell a squirrel.
Yep. Heavy scent of squirrel. See, there should be mushrooms.
Well, he ain't lying. There's a squirrel way down there. Hey, Dad.
Huh?
Look straight ahead. You did smell a squirrel. I think he was just joking, but it just happened to work out that way. That's kind of like saying, hey, I smell a tree in the woods. It is really pretty out here. I like how wide the trails are for people who just enjoy walking in the woods can come out. But it's not too hard just to kind of go off on like a little deer trail or something like that if you want to get a little more into the woods, a little thicker areas.
But we walked all the way at the other end. We walked all the way at the other end. Where are we going to go?
Doesn't it go up the hill?
I think so, up here.
I thought that's where you wanted to go.
Well, I know, but I want to go over that way. Well, it's okay. We can work our way back. I'm just saying. This is nuts.
Why don't we walk in here for a second?
Huh?
Right over here. What do you
I
think?
don't want to go in there.
You don't?
Let's go. I want to go up in here. Up on these hills.
What about right here? This feels like a little trail here.
Come on, let's go on here. There's a trail right here.
Okay.
Let's get up on top of the hill. Then we'll turn through and try to come back down. This morels ought to be in here. Should be morels. I don't even smell them though. That's what gets me. I don't even smell them. Wait a minute, what is that? Oh. I thought it was a dried up one. Yeah, it should be. I mean, all this. See, it's ash right there. You should find mushrooms right around that tree. That dead ash right there. I mean, this is all ash. Every bit. It's just as crazy. That's why we called it the mushroom factory, because it used to be just full of mushrooms. Everywhere you went, you used to be able to sit on your butt and pick all with not even moving. I mean, it was nuts. Now, 50 years later, I'm in here, and it's like, huh. 50 years later, it's like there ain't nothing here but these. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's all birch. Don't find nothing there. I wonder if the trail goes on up. You would think that I mean, this is wilderness in here, man. This is a lot of open ground of just nobody's ever stepped on it for 50 years. It's crazy. Owned by a chemical company, of drug manufacturers. I mean, it's like we used to get around underneath these honeysuckles and just pick till your heart.
Honeysuckles ain't even bloomed yet.
Huh?
They're not quite bloomed yet. Be another few
Oh yeah.
months, I'd say.
Oh yeah.
I don't really remember off the top of my head about what time they bloom, but
There has to be a light. There has to be something. I mean, this don't make sense.
we're gonna have to find a spot to kind of go into the woods.
Well, I know, but I'm not seeing any mayflowers even around here. That's what I'm saying, you go up the hill. I don't know where this. I know that the road's got to be that way. We can cut through any time.
Well, we just go around to the trail where it comes
We
out.
can walk around the trail. But I'm just saying, my goodness, there has to be mushrooms. They got to be up. They got to be up.
So,
It's the soil's wet, and it's been hot. And it's
so what did your dad like about this place made him come down here?
because it was just an empty wilderness. He could come out here and be by himself and not be bothered.
Right.
Wouldn't see anybody, just animals or peace and quiet. That's why he come down here. My dad used to run all this. Man, that goes a long way.
What year was your dad born?
31. And I was born 30 years later at 61. He was 30 years old when when I had him. I was 33 when I had you, I think.
You're 62.
Yeah. Well, we'll be in July.
You'll be 62 in July.
Yeah.
I'm 26. I'll be 27 in October. So,
Well,
some kind of math.
You know, I'm glad that me and you could come down here to the places that I used to run with my dad. My dad would be having a fit right now. He'd be going, there's got to be mushrooms in these honeysuckles. I mean, he would. He'd go nuts. He'd go, we got to get up on that hill. That's what I'm saying. I mean, all that honeysuckle right there, that holds moisture. That's what you want, humidity. That humidity will make it where they'll flourish. That's what I'm saying. It's great not having mushrooms in there. It's great.
These crossings were made from the Irishman's covered bridge timbers.
Yeah, those beams right there you're walking on. The beams you're walking on.
I think that was originally stapled on there, but it blew off.
Yeah, they just ain't updated all this stuff. But see, there's the creek right there. And we used to run, we used to go to all them places, man. We'd come down every day. Me and Dad and Kim, we came down here every day. And one thing I learned in the last couple of years, and I didn't realize all the years I was growing up, that, when my dad met my mom, Kim was an infant. Kim was only 3 months old. And Dad carried him and raised him just like he done me, and I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that until a couple years ago, that my brother, the reason we're so close is because my dad carried him on his back mushroom hunting just like he did me, but he raised my brother Kim from an infant, and I didn't realize that. I thought Kim was like 8 or 9 years old when he met my mom, and that's not true. So that's
Look at that.
Huh?
There's a buck rub right here off the trail. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, we're getting into the spot now. We're getting into the spot. Like I said, we used to go right on the creek there and find them. But we're getting into the spot now. We come up, we'll go up there and then go that way and we'll go through that loop. I guarantee you, we should find some. There's that other opening. This is out here on the highway. Okay, and we want to go that way. We want to go that way. Ooh, look, it goes that way.
I think that's that further up trail you wanted to go to, and this one goes down to that second trail.
I'm trying to look at.
I think there's a post down there. Yeah, there's a post down there.
Yeah. Okay, well then the other trail's up this way.
Okay.
Let's go up the top of this hill. Let's go up here to the top of this hill. See all the mayflowers?
Yeah.
And then we'll go right in here. We'll go up in top of this hill in here. And over here we'll see which one's the best. That's what I'm saying. They mowed all this out. This used to be all together.
Was it kind of just like both sides here?
But it was just mushrooms everywhere. These telephone poles wasn't here.
Right.
These were all put here in the last 30 or 40 years. Maybe even
They look pretty new. I'd say it's probably within the last 10.
That's what I'm saying. They're very new.
Because even the metal on the top looks nice. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The mayflowers are up all in here, and that's a good sign. Now we're starting to move into some good mushroom area, but it is everywhere. I mean, as much ash there is in here, it's just crazy that we're not finding them.
Well, we haven't even really begun looking yet. We just kind of been walking on the trail.
Yeah, I know, but even by accident, we should find one. The mayflowers are up, boy. They're up out here. Full sun. Full sun.
Pretty steep grade right here.
It is. It is. It is a steep grade. Let's get you in shape for going to the mountains.
Oh, for sure.
Get you in shape for climbing up the mountain trails. I like to do it. I don't know if this old man can do it anymore. I don't know if I could ever go up the mountain trails anymore. Take me a while, but I'd get there, but be slow about it. God, look at how thick that is.
It's pretty thick.
I know, come on, here, let's get up here and see where we are. Get up here and see where we are. Pretty sure the road's straight ahead. And if that's the case, that's where we want to go. Straight up, and then right into that corner. We'll be up there by the corner of the road. Yep. Yep, that's where we're going. Okay. Nice little walk.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. It's beautiful out there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Got a lot of good walk. Got a lot of good trails in here. Good walking. Very good.
Doesn't really show too well on video. That's pretty steep grade going down. Really pretty sycamore tree. A couple of them. But that's kind of something common in Vigo County.
Here it is. On down there, about 3 or 4 more telephone poles, and we'll go in. Yep. And we'll just work our way right out to the road. Just walk down the road. Walk down the road.
I think there's a second trail up here. I'll come across, we can go down that.
Well, I want to get on up where I used to climb. I'm just saying, I know we haven't started really looking yet, but I never found them, not here, but more up this way. I just remember all this up here, finding them all the time right up here by this, up here close to this road. And look at all them trees in there. There's got to be mushrooms in here. Gotta be.
I think there's a squirrel I see. Possible. Oh goodness. A lot of jugs and bottles. Cans. It's unfortunate. I hate seeing that stuff in a park.
Hey, we're gonna have to stick together when we get in there. It's pretty dense.
Okay.
I mean, we ain't gonna be able to separate too far. I don't want
There's a little creek.
I mean, I don't want to.
A little runoff, really.
I mean, I'll make it out to the road, but I don't know where I'm going to make it out to. I'll follow the sun.
Well, if we get separated, we'll just head east and we'll go to the road because it's not that far from where we're at.
Well, the road's that way and the road's that way. So,
as long as you head east, you'll run into the road.
You should. So just as we're getting close to where I used to find them. Getting very close. We're going to go in there and look and work our way all the way to the corner. And if it's fenced off, I mean, it's fenced off, it's fenced off. I mean, I don't know what. Look at that big patch of May apples.
Oh, yeah.
Man, they're up. The Mayflowers are up. That means yellow morels have got to be up.
You think?
They got to be up. With all the rain we just had, and the heat we've got now in the last 2 days, and the nighttime was only down to 60 something. So there's got to be mushrooms in them. We just got to find the spot. I'm gonna go to where I used to go. Yep. And that's where we're gonna go. Right up here where the May apples are, we're gonna cut through and go that way. Okay?
Alrighty.
Cut through even if we have to go down the hill, hey, work our way down the hill to the trail again.
Down the hill.
A lot easier than going up it.
Yeah.
Get in here and start rubbing around. Yep. This is the spot. This is where we want to get in. We want to get in here. Yep, this is it. This is where we want to go. Okay, I'm getting ready to hatch it. What's that post say?
I think that's that other trail.
Oh,
That one, the second trail that.
Looking from the trees up there. Looking for mounds a lot more denser right in there. And that's where we used to sit and find. There's the trail right there. Great. That's what we want. And we're going to go straight in right there.
And this is trail
Yep.
7.
Yep. Yep. We used to find them all in here, man, but we find more of them in here.
Yeah. We'll go back into the woods a little bit.
Well, I'll show you where it was. I mean, where he got it fenced off is pretty much one area, but this is all right in here. You used to find them. Have to be schoonetters in here. Gonna dive into these honeysuckles in a second. Oh yeah. Got the trees marked. Got the trees marked. Oh my gosh. Look at all this. Nothing but ash. Ash and walnut. Ash and walnut. Okay.
I'm gonna go over here for a second. I think I saw something. I think I saw something, but I could be wrong. Ooh. Had a tick on me just now.
You did?
Yeah.
You went underneath that brush right there.
Well, I thought there was one, but it was just a leaf.
Yeah. Well, that's the only thing bad about it right now.
I felt it climbing on my neck. I don't like ticks. Do not like them. And if you do get a tick on you, you probably got more than one.
I'll look at you. I'll look and see if you might have brushed into a little patch or something. But
This is something you do as a courtesy,
you ain't got any on you.
since you can't see the
You're
back
good.
of you.
You're good. You just gotta get in here.
Not really big on
Get in here.
ticks myself,
Yeah, I know. But I'm trying, you know.
but it's part of it.
It is
Coming out of
part-
the woods, you're gonna get some ticks on you.
It is part of it, man. I mean, just find a little opening and try to scurry around in there and see. I want to find some good dead ash somewhere, and we'll look around. There should be some around there. Look at this. This is crazy. All them elms. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's all good mushroom woods. There should be some in here. I mean, gosh. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
This kind of reminds me of Mill Creek Park, this kind of area.
Yeah, kind of. It's all kind of similar. Similar kind of woods. There's a dead one. Huh. This is crazy. I mean, it's a little damp. It's not wet.
Back there, it felt like a little drier, but it's getting damper as we go down.
Weird. It's weird that we. I mean, even by accident, you should find a mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you would think. You would think.
That might be a good spot.
Yeah, look how dry it is. Oh my God.
I don't know. It's sandy though.
Yeah, sandy soil. God dang it. Boots catching all the limbs and tripping me and stuff. God. Dude. You see, this is. Should find it. This should be little bitty ones. Little bitty graves is everywhere.
That little nut had me going for a second. I seen that, and
Little bitty graves.
and my imagination took off.
Ooh. Oh, there's a sheep head. There's a big sheep head.
Sheep.
Oh no, somebody left the gas can. Somebody left the gas can. I thought it was a sheep head. I was like, there's a mushroom. That's a big one.
A gas can.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Gas can or something. So yeah, you should find mushrooms in here. I was dead. Going fine.
Some tracks.
There's gotta be. I haven't even seen a box turtle, have you?
I've not.
That's kind of
It's starting to look pretty good right here.
Where are you big yellow and gray at? Where you at? You gotta be on this hillside and you gotta be mushrooms in there. Come on. Are you serious? That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I mean, there's finding them. I mean, that's the thing.
Well, obviously there's some deer out here eating something. They left a little present.
I'm gonna go right over by them dead, all that dead wood right there. I'm just saying, man, this is, you used to find so many little bitty ones. They were big as your thumb. And you could pick them all day long. And they used to have the peckerheads in here, which I haven't seen a peckerhead like that, or button top, whatever you want to call them, in 50 years. Not like that. Up here, something's been right here. Turkey, deer and turkey. Come on. Oh, goodness, you got like that.
Honestly, my favorite part about coming out in the woods is just hearing all the sounds of the birds. You just don't get that in town. It's nice to hear. Relaxing, quiet for the most part. Every now and then you'll get that occasional car going by. There's this way park set up. It's like on two sides of a road. You got some spots where you're kind of far out, other spots you're a little closer to the parking areas and road access. But it's pretty nice. I like it. It's like a whole bunch of little shoots right there. Not sure what that is. I'm guessing what happened is a tree got snapped off, kind of like this one right here. And started growing a bunch of sprouts. Maybe that's whatever these are. I'm not sure what that is. My dad's pretty good at finding the small mushrooms, but honestly, over at my uncle's woods, I was walking right behind him one day and he was stepping over mushrooms that big. So if I want to find big ones, I usually just walk right behind him and I pick up the ones he walks over. He gets a little impatient, gets to walking too fast. This is just a little different terrain than what I'm used to. I mean, this is sandy. I mean, you can kind of look. It's sandy, but it is damp. It's damp. I'd say it's probably 70 degrees. Oh, no, it's 63. Feels a little warmer than that. Probably because we've been out walking for about half hour. Last time we came here last week, it was like 75. We hadn't had any rain in a while. It's fairly dry. I'll check this out right over here. Kind of say a good little spot. And if we don't find any, it is what it is. I mean, Like I said, half the fun's just coming out here. Mushrooms are just a bonus. Seen a big black snake last week. It's on a tree. I don't mind the black snakes. They're just doing their job. Keep the mouse population down. I'll say I'm not a big fan of snakes. They kind of scare me. I tend to give them a little wide berth. But they're not bad just because I don't like them.
Something in here. There's gotta be mushrooms in here, Mark. I guess all this woods and there's no mushrooms. There's something ain't right. Something's not right.
Maybe the government sprayed something on them.
You know, you don't know. You don't know.
Trying to kill out the mushroom population. Now, if you guys see a mushroom on video and I didn't get it, you need to tell me where you seen it at, and I'll come back out here and get it. Here's a branch there. It'll poke you in the head too if you don't duck a little bit. Right behind you. Where at? It does. It looks really good. Walk right down here to this creek. You don't even see a toadstool. He doesn't see a toadstool. Saved it. A lot of deer tracks.
Going up the hill?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk right up this deer trail here.
see toadstool. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And we'll go this way and mosey on back up.
Thank you.
You see that?
Watch out for those.
Go back
They'll catch you in the eye. Matter of fact, I'll just say the next person the problem.
and now we'll walk down here. There's no, I don't even see a toadstool or anything. Yeah, I don't see anything. And I know we had rain.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with the soil? I mean, 'cause this used to be booming. I mean, as much ground we covered right now, we should have found a mushroom. I mean, seriously. Should have found a mushroom, but not. Some ferns. Good trees. Good ass. Now we'll cut you up another good hill. I'll walk down this picture with you, get on this hillside.
I think maybe I ought to look
Or
up.
we can go up that way.
I've got to look maybe right in through here.
Okay. That's why I said, see all these ferns?
Mm-hmm.
You'd think there'd be a gray morel in there.
Something.
Look at all this.
Oh, yeah.
All this. There should be a mushroom in here. I mean, we've had plenty of rain. And we've had the heat. Look at the foliage. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we've had the heat. They should be up. Unless this is an area that, but just a week ago, it wasn't like this.
Mm-mm. No, it's real dry.
Exactly. A week ago, it was not like that.
There are a lot of animal tracks. Maybe
There's a lot of deer in here.
they might be eating them all.
Well, yeah,
But you'd think you'd see one that was chewed up, you know, like the root.
you think you'd find at least one. One and a turtle. You think you'd find a turtle.
Why he's saying that is usually you'll find a box
So
turtle
many gray-
near
you find so many gray
mushrooms.
morels in here, it's unbelievable.
I don't know if that's an old wives' tale,
No, it's
but it does seem to
not. It
be
was
true.
a time in our life that it
Most of the
happened.
time, when you find a box turtle, it's a pretty good chance there are some mushrooms near that. Sometimes those old superstitions have some reasoning to it, even if it's not true. I say not true, but what I mean is might not be 100% scientific or factual all the time, but
A little fungus growing on this log.
doesn't mean it doesn't happen. But I've had luck with it, so I'll go off of that.
No gray morel. And gray morel. Gotta be kidding. Gotta be kidding.
Man, wouldn't it be cool just to find a big cluster of them just in one big chunk?
A one walk.
Like just one big pile of them.
Yeah, and that's how you used to find them. They're being captured. You know, you could just sit down and sit and fill your shirt up. You could fill your shirt up. You could fill your bag up, whatever. And they were all like they're just like there. I mean, if you, but by now we would already found them. You know, we would have found at least a gray morel. I'm not seeing one mushroom here. Not even a toadstool. is crazy. That's what is crazy. It's fucking nuts. Not one more, not one less. We're gonna go that trail and catch the path or go this way. Catch the trail. Catch the trail and go up this way.
Yeah, we can do that.
Huh?
We can do that.
Well, if we don't see,
Well, I think that's all for now for the video. Thanks for coming along with us on this little nature hike. Didn't find any mushrooms, but if we do, I'll let you know. And I'll try to add them to the video if we do. But at least we were able to come out here, have a nice little woods walk, talk about some history on my family, and listen to my dad talk about it. So thank you all for coming along.